Good morning and welcome back. This is part 2 of the hematite stone wrap. I am getting ready to attach the other side of the spiral on the front of this pendant with this black wire here. So I've just threaded it through this one side here, just securing it in place. And then I'm going to bring it through this part of the design. Let's see. Okay. Remember, if you don't like the way something is looking on your piece, feel free to undo it. You are its creator, so feel free to be as creative and as picky as you want. Everything is now secure in this side. So now I can wrap it through here, the top part of this spiral. Okay. You can do things like this without the extra embellishment for, security for the stone. But I find that it gives, each piece a little character. But again, you have to go with what feels right for you. This is just how I like to do my art. As you're looking around for different wires, there's several places you can go. My favorite to start was Michael's. I am a huge fan of that store. It's just a lovely, lovely place to be. It always inspires me for different craft ideas and things, and new tools and beads or all that fun stuff. And they're pretty reasonably priced, especially if you can get there on when their sale is going on. But there's several other places. And if you're looking to buy like bulk wires, you're definitely going to want to look into those. They do have several places that do wholesale for wires, and of course the more you buy, the better price you'll get. So like if you're doing a lot of selling, or mass production or whatever, you're going to want to get the best deal you can. So, and Michael's is good for like real personal use and small items, small orders. You just gotta choose what's right for you. We're just gonna cut this little tail piece off right here. Okay, set that aside just in case I need it. The one place that I just did a recent purchase with is Fire Mountain Gems. They do, of course, gems and beads and things, but they also have a lot of wires. So if you're looking for a place that does like wholesale purchase for wires, that's a really good one. I love the quality of the wire that they sent. You definitely just want to do your own research, of course. But that is one of the places that I like to go for different specialty wires and things like that. They have all different kinds of copper, all different kinds of color coded copper. They have like a bazillion beads. So if you're interested in that stuff, you know. I mean, the biggest thing for me is, sharing information with other artists because, when I get little tips of the trade, I absolutely love it. And I always make a note of it. I might not use it that day, but somewhere down the line in the future, I've always used it. That is what I believe in, sharing information with other artists so that as I progress, you can also progress, and vice versa. Everybody has something important to share, and this is just where I'm at right now. Okay, so I'm going to start working on the bail. I've twisted the wires in the back just so that the stone is wrapped up nice and tight here, because the last thing you want is your stone to pop out. That would be terrible. So that's twisted there, real nice and secure, you'll see. And I'm going to start working on the bail, just kind of weaving a pattern back and forth. I am going to do figure eight, seems to be the way to go with this one. So I'm going to do some more of that in this bail right here. And I'm going to get myself set and show you what I'm talking about. This piece is not, this little piece of wire here is not long enough for the bail. Now, so I'm going to go ahead and cut that off so that it doesn't, maybe, you know what, I'm going to leave it there for now. I might need that later. Never know. Just in case. Keep it attached. All right, so I am going to start here. I'm going to take one side. Let me drop that one. So I'm going to take this one side of this base wire here, and I'm going to wrap my working wire around it a few times just to get it nice and secure. So when I start this, it doesn't lose its place or the wires slip out. Okay, all right, we're good. Now I'm just going to start going back and forth in between these two. This is, all right, I think I'm going to do just two sets around each base, and then figure eight. 1, 2, come back. 1, 2, then go around this one. Something that I'm seeing in here. Let's see. I'll bring this one around a few more times just to level them out. This wire, this base is sitting up a little higher so that the the weaves are running kind of parallel. I want them to sit a certain way. Okay, so you just make small adjustments as you go. Basically, that's what I'm saying. And put these on so that I can get fancy. All right. There we go. Okay. Now we're back in business. Perfect. several different ways to do a bail for your pendant. You do not have to do it like this. But this is just what I'm doing for this particular piece. Just because there's been a lot of 8s in here, and I'm just going to keep that flow with it. Something I noticed, it is off-centered just a pinch. So I'm gonna come on this back side here and this base wire. I'm just gonna put a little nook in it so it slides this ever so slightly to the left. Okay. Now, small adjustments is all you need sometimes to get things to set right. Small adjustments. There we go. And that will just make all the difference in its presentation. So this has got this weird bubble in there in this one piece and that one wrap. So I'm taking these little nylon pliers and smoothing that out some because I did not like the way that was looking. So there we go. There we go. Okay. And when I do these weaves like this, I always put my finger behind where the wire is going so that I can kind of hold it in place and also tighten it down as I'm weaving. When I don't, I find that that's when everything kind of gets out of order and starts to lose that seamless look that I love. And you can see as I'm moving along here what this actually looks like. It's got a nice little basket weave look, but that's what I like to do. This one does not want to set. This part of the process is always so peaceful to me. I don't know what you do to relax, but this brings some some nice peace in. Yes, I have the sound machine on in the background. Not the train, the birds. You gotta set the mood. We got candles going, birds chirping. You put yourself in the right mindset to do something like this for somebody. You know, a lot of people believe in the metaphysical properties of the stones. Um, what I believe is honestly none of your business. But I do believe that energy is real. And if I'm going to do something like this for someone else, I want to put myself in a peaceful state, a loving state, caring, because all that stuff transfers. Like, if I'm doing this for their benefit, I want it to actually be beneficial to them and not harmful. So, yes, I play birds in the background because they just make me happy. Why not? All right, so now I've reached the halfway point of this bale, and I'm going to bend these base wires in a little bit so that I can start turning that the other way. So I'm just going to put a little bend in them right there, just like that, and then kind of use my finger to pull that out there, just like that. Perfect. So now you have this. So I'm just going to finish weaving right in here and then fold it over, and ta-da! All right, so I'm going to keep doing that, and you can keep listening to birds chirp in the background. Or you can fast forward this part, whatever you want to do. All right, and I don't know if you remember this from the first part, but as you're going into a narrow portion here, I'm going to hold on to the opposite side of where I'm trying to weave. So I'm looping on this right side, so I'm holding the wire on the left side so that it doesn't slip up. As you're working on angles, that's just what you got to do. All right, pull that. There we go. All right, and again on the other side, it's holding the opposite side of where I am looping. There we go. I'm going to tighten this down just a little bit. Okay, I'm doing that by just taking these pliers, pushing the wire down and then just gently applying some pressure to the wrap here on the outside, just a little bit. Again, you do want to be careful. I mean, it's still going to slide, it's not going to be perfect, but it gives it a little bit more support. Okay. If this seems like an awful lot to you, the extra time in the weaving to do something like this, I get it, it can seem like that, but the way that it looks when it's done looks so much better than just like sticking a jump ring on there or something. I don't know. That's not true. I do know. I like the way this looks better than just a simple jump ring. It's, again, it's why people pay me to do this. It's not something they would want to do for themselves, but they like the way it looks. And lucky for me, I enjoy doing this. This is so relaxing. I just can't say this enough. Like, I'm so blessed to be doing this. I've come a long way. I've come a long way, and jewelry has, making jewelry, wrapping stones, painting, I mean, all the different arts that I do, like it has helped me through so much. Just really learning to let things go. You know, stress, depression, anger, anxiety has helped me walk through all of that stuff. Really process. You know, when you get to create something, it's just tapping into who you are. I mean, everybody is a creator in their own right. It might not be like in the art world per se, but like, you know, if you cook or you're a writer or you make computer programs or, I mean, there's so many different levels of creation. When you get to do the thing that really just speaks to you. That's where happiness lies. Even something as simple as gardening. There's creation in that. Like, it all starts with a seed, right? Everything. It all gets traced back to God. Everything leads you back there. And if you are still and listen to what He's trying to teach you through that, through your passion, and really just pay attention to how you feel when you do that, it could change your life. It could. It's not that it could, it will. Totally will. My strength is in Him. Okay, so I am almost done finally with this portion. And I'm going to, it just looks so good. Did I mention that it helps your confidence? When you walk in who you are, it just, everything feels better. Ooh, that's cool. I just seen something, the way the wire was sitting on the front side, it just, anyways, we'll look at that later. So right now I've got this done, and I'm just going to fold it over. You can use something as simple as a pen, pencil, one of your tools. I mean, I have a paintbrush, so I'm just going to take that right in the middle and just kind of fold it over. And ta-da! All right, not quite done, but almost. Let's see. So I am trying to get these out of the way here. Oh yeah. I bring that in so that the base of the bale is touching the top portion, just like that. And I'm going to take my working wire and bring it through and around so that I can wrap. And so these base wires that are on the outside here, I am working the wire around those and kind of securing it in place so that it doesn't fly all over the place whenever you have it on. You know, you don't want the bale to fall apart. So you just want to securely get that tied in there, but in a way that doesn't take away from the beauty of all the work you've done. There we go. It didn't take much, just enough to keep it set. Okay, so these two pieces here, I'm not going to need them, so I'm going to cut these. Not yet, they're fine. Out of the way right now. Okay, so I always do a little something on the back because, you know, necklace pieces always get turned around and whatever. So I like to do little cool things with them so that, you know, no matter what side your necklace is on, it looks cool. So I'm going to take these two pieces and these two base wires, and I'm going to do a little more weaving in between them. You guys are probably going to fall asleep on this one. So I'm going to stop and I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. It's basically a continuation of the bail, but I'm going to leave them close to each other. I'm not going to open them up and, create all that space. I'm just going to basically tie them together with this. Or I could just go around both. I think that might be what I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm going to, remember on the front side when I did this spiral, I just kind of wrapped just a single all the way around several times. The one base wire, I'm going to do that to the two and to join them together so that when I twist them or snake them around, they've got a little more texture to them than just the plain base wire. So I'm going to stop this now, and that the finished portion of that will be that way you guys aren't watching another 10 minutes of me wrapping. But again, I'll do it just a little bit so you can see. Just wrapping my working around both base wires. No in-betweens, no eights, no ladders, none of that. Just straight around them. And I'm bringing the wires away from the stone so that I can kind of get them in there. That's not how they're going to stay, obviously. But for those that don't know, there we go. So I'm just going to keep doing this kind of thing, taking the working and wrapping both of these base wires together with it. Like I said, it's going to take just a little bit. So I'm going to stop this, finish it, and then start a part 3 to this. So I will see you. Actually, where do I want to do that? See, this is the beauty of making your own piece. You can change it. You can change it however you want to. I like things to be a little flexible. See, that looks so cool. Yeah, see, you can see the different level to it. Yeah, I think I'm gonna work that all the way to. Okay, so I will, once I'm done, I will start part 3. We'll see you in a little bit. Bye.